Was a player, player wasn't Papa. Papa loved the ladies, never got enough of them. Pretty brown round, running round town. Don't tell your mother what's going red.
What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is about the Shy, what makes Papa different. Now, he's probably the funniest character on the show and one of the most beloved characters, but it's something that's different about Papa that maybe a lot of people didn't put their finger on or notice. Before I get into it, please subscribe if you're new to the channel and bang that bell. I'm trying to get to 30k subs, and it's very important you subscribe. And if you enjoy this video, hit that like. Let's get into it. Now, Papa, he's probably the funniest character on the show. Like I said, he's one of the Kevin's two best friends, and even though he's in the hood, he's not exactly hood. And the difference is Papa is the only one that has a two-parent household, and not only that, he has a strong father figure, not just some male that don't know what they're doing. And you can tell in small instances, like when they went to the season 1 to meet the girls, the little baby chicken heads, he knew that you don't go to a party empty-handed. That's something my father taught me. A lot of people, if they don't have a positive male role model in their life, may not have known that. Jake, even though he had his brother, Reg don't know a damn thing like that. And when they went to the party, they was all shy standing around. It took Papa to get the party started. He put on the music, had the whole party dancing. You get to season 3, they was trying to have some girls come over. Papa was looking at Maisha differently than Jake and Kev was looking at they girls. They talking about they trying to smash, they doing this and that. Now, I give it to them. If Papa and Maisha hooked up, they would have needed a bigger bed. Probably had to put it on cinder blocks or not on that couch because they'd have put a hole in it. But nevertheless, he was talking about how he connected with his girl intellectually and on a deeper level. They didn't know what the hell he was talking about, but he's on game on a different level because he has a strong male role model, his dad in his life, that's teaching him about women differently than just stick your wee-wee in there and then you a man. And so Kev and Jake, they didn't know what the hell he was talking about, but Kev, being a little smarter person, was realizing Papa was on to something, whereas Jake, all he know is, whatever his older brother taught him, which wasn't really about the right all the time. Now, the one thing I will say is Papa is soft, okay? When it was time to go and look for Maisha, he was scared. I mean, he is soft as them two little fun bags that he growing on his chest, them two little baby boobies. But he did go because he do have his boys back. But them little fun bags, boy, they holding him back, boy. He was starting to turn effeminate for a second. But he was there, but when they had that gun, he was about to have a little boo. But he still had his back, and they was there together. Now, one thing that he is learning is that even when Ronnie was getting that little bump put up on him and he was getting beat down, when Lil Rel, aka Papa's daddy, he came and helped him up. He like, Daddy, he killed Coogie. He was saying, look here, son, he's a child of the Lord. And so basically, he's teaching Papa to give people a second chance. Don't always just judge somebody off of their worst moment. Whereas if it would have been Reg or other people as his influence, they probably would have beat him or said he was worthless. In the end, Papa is getting morals and lessons taught to him that the rest ain't. He's waiting for Maisha, talking about he want to walk her home and protect her. And even if he do have sex with her, he don't have to worry. She already pregnant. And so we see that he is trying to be a gentleman. And that's the difference. He even brought her something to eat. And he know that as a fat boy, the best way to get that love is through the stomach. And so he is learning to be a gentleman. He's treating his woman, his girlfriend, Maisha, different than Kev and Jake treat the ladies that they're with. And he looks at her differently, not just as an object for pleasure, but as an equal, as his partner. And so I give it to him. Now, let's have some real talk. which is the favorite part of my videos for a lot of you. Now, what I'm gonna say is, Papa, he has the advantages of a two-parent household. Now, a lot of people will say, well, I'm a single mom and I do this and that and I read. That may be the case. And nobody can say it's not difficult doing it by themselves. And it does take two. I know in Chicago it's crazy, and it does help to have a positive male role model in your life to show you that the streets are not the only way and that it is another way. I grew up in a two-parent household. A lot of my friends didn't, and I noticed some of the things that I didn't realize, but I saw between the differences as us as we grew up that it was a difference. Some of the things they were able to get away with and do because they only had their mama in the house and she working and busy, and there's certain things that she just wasn't able to keep up with and do, whereas if you got two people, it helps. Another thing is that if you have a positive male role model, then it teaches you how to be a man, not some dude trying to lay up on women, eat their food, drive their car, lay up in their house, don't work, talking about, I need me a woman that's gonna take care of me. That's just pathetic. That's not being a man. That's being babied, and you grow up and you want to continue living that way. But the reality is that's not being a man. Just because you have male parts don't mean you are the responsibility of a man and being a man. Now, Papa, he looks at Maisha as his equal. They could possibly have a great life together because of how he sees her, not just as a piece of booty I'm trying to smash, I need to conquest another piece of booty, I done had 10 girls this month or whatever. He doesn't see it that way, and that's all because his father raised him with the love of the Lord, fear of the Lord in his life, regardless of whether people want to believe in God, agree with the Lord, or whatever the case. Some people will even say that religion has caused a lot of pain, suffering, whatever the case. Regardless of whether that may be true or not, the fact remains that for young people and a lot of people, having a foundation in religion and God does help, and it does help them to live a better life. And I think that does help with Papa. A lot of times he's saying, I don't want to do that, I'm gonna need the blood of Jesus. And yeah, it's funny and things, but the fear of God is something that is healthy that we all should have, and unfortunately not enough people do have. And his father is teaching him a lot of things, and it's unfortunate that he is not able to go to the North Side school. Sometimes people that should have those opportunities don't get them, and people that shouldn't do. Like Jake, he doesn't appreciate that opportunity, nor does he really even want to be there. But because old dude Day done got him the hookup, now he's in there when it should be Papa. Papa would love going there. Remember when he went on that field trip to the shared aquarium and how much he was looking forward to that? I mean, he has a quest for knowledge, a thirst for knowledge. He enjoys it, whereas Kev and Jake didn't even want to go. They wasn't even as interested, and Papa was pissed when they almost weren't able to go. And I just think that he's a good friend to have, and he's a good example in the show that just because you grow up in the hood and live in the hood don't mean you are hood. Just because you are in the hood don't mean you gangster. It's a lot of different things, but you can grow up in the hood and not be gangster but still have hood in you, know what violence is, not be afraid of it so much because you're used to seeing people and things get killed, shot, whatever the case. And that's unfortunate, but I think Papa is somebody that could potentially do big things in his life, and I would love to see the story years down the road and see how he turned out. Probably won't happen, probably won't never know, but it would be interesting if it was the final season, they flash back 10, 20 years in the future and we see how they all turned out. That would be cool. But in the end, I think to sum it all up, what makes Papa different is he has a strong father in his house. Me, if you all don't know, I'm a single dad. I've been taking care of my son all his life by myself, and he's 16 now, and it's nothing more rewarding than seeing a young person grow up to be a good person and a positive person and do big things and good things in life. And I have to give it up for him for putting this character in the show. It's a good representation and positive male role model, and I hope that he's able to make it without too much bad things happening, because we all know sometimes bad things happen to good people. In the end, I want to thank you all for watching. You can support me at PayPal at Jaymoorereviews. Support me on the Cash App, #Jaymoorereviews, Patreon, YouTube. I love you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.